Hello, I'm Johnny and welcome to the Ginger Geek Show and for a toy review. Today I am talking about, from Character Options, it is the Doctor Who History of the Daleks set number 20. So as always, I'm going to talk about the box first of all. So as always with these sets, we have in the top left, you have your Doctor Who logo, which has been kind of from the 60th anniversary onwards, and in the bottom left, you've got the Whittaker era onwards TARDIS, you've got the 7th Doctor there, History of the Daleks sets number 20 in the bottom there, and the side here you have the kind of basically what you have in your set. So we have featuring one Imperial Dalek, which is on the right, and one Special Dalek, which is on the left. And then kind of saying the size of the said figures that you have. Then in the top right you have the kind of Remembrance of the Daleks, which is obviously from the story which is here. And interesting, at the bottom it does also say Imperial Battle Squad. It also has in the bottom there. So in the top of this set you have the Doctor Who logo, which they have changed a little bit. That's a little bit different because if you actually look in the older sets, they actually have the kind of, it's literally the kind of Doctor and Who, not this kind of more the kind of diamond look that they've kind of stuck with in the kind of recent sets. And in the side, you've got, again, it's the Doctor with the History of the Daleks sets number 20, and look kind of what you've got there. And the other side, it will just be near enough the same there. Only difference is you've got the 7th Doctor in the bottom. And in the back, as usual, you've kind of got a description of basically what you've got, as well as the kind of story that is in that said episode. So, as always, let's get it opened and have a closer look. So first of all, let's talk about the Imperial Dalek that you get. Now, this is probably the one that I would imagine most Doctor Who fans have, because, let's be honest, only, what was it, last year, maybe the year before, they literally released the 2-pack for this, for the kind of 6th Doctor era, so it has been something that has been released very relatively recently. So first of all, let's talk about articulation. It's typical with Dalek, so the head does move around 360 like that, and the eye stalk can move up like so, and then going down to the plunger can move around a little bit like that, as well as the gun can move around like that. That's kind of all you get, as well as obviously it's got wheels where you've got some movability. Something I did want to talk about though is a little comparison, because I've actually got one of, this is which was from one of the sets, obviously they did, which was, I want to say like, I think it was like last year or the year before, I can't remember, but the interesting difference is the eye stalk is actually quite a difference. This one has a more kind of silver look, while this one with the other one that I've got has has got just a black look. But I think it looks nicer actually than the old one. I don't know what the silver look is. Also interesting, it's also a bit of a different size as well. You can just kind of make out there, it's a bit longer. The new one, which just came with that set with the Special Weapons Dalek, well, it is a lot shorter. The other one, which I found quite interesting just when I just kind of saw that there. But that's kind of overall in terms of difference. It is a bit kind of, even there actually, I just noticed there, the detail, there's a kind of a, I don't know if it picks up in the camera, but there is a bit of kind of detail in the kind of white areas between the gold here, while it's not in this one. It's just a simple kind of clean look to it, while there is a bit kind of more design, I guess, to it. But I just found it kind of interesting. I just wanted to quickly kind of talk about that there. But yes, overall, it's just your kind of typical, not in a bad way, but it's just what it is. A typical kind of Imperial Dalek. But let's be honest, I think there's a bigger reason why people like myself wanted this set. And it was for this, the main event itself. I have wanted this Dalek for years, so there is a bit of a story, and I think there's many Doctor Who fans have probably got the exact same story, I feel, where this is a bit of a holy grail of a toy for me. I've wanted this for some time and have struggled getting, well, it's not like I've struggled, I kind of begrudged paying, I'm sure it was like, the last time I was at a Comic-Con, which was in Aberdeen last year, and someone was selling it for £80, and yeah, it's just kind of hard. It was just kind of hard with that one. And it was weird. There was a part of me just feeling like, I'm just going to wait off and see what happens. And thank God I did. Because now I just got this set, and it was $21.99 for two of them. So completely different compared to what I could have got. I'm so glad I just waited off and just got it then. So very happy that I finally have this. There is no, you can get a version, which makes sense why that may be a bit dearer, I guess. You can get a version, obviously, where it makes sounds and such like. This doesn't do that at all, which I'm fine with that. That doesn't bother me whatsoever, but I'm just so happy that I finally have this. This is a very unique Dalek, so let's talk about it. I don't think there's much movement in this at all. Let's see, does the head move? No, there's no movement in the head, but in the kind of the centerpiece, this moves, which is, that's really cool. It's nice that it does do a full 360. I like that. That's really nice indeed, as well as obviously the main kind of blaster in the middle moves up and down like this. Very nice indeed. And overall, just the kind of, I think there's a bit of kind of weird kind of controversy with like how they've designed the special weapons Dalek. I don't know. I feel like people are not happy. They keep, because I see comments and I see people saying, oh, they keep doing it wrong or something like that. I'm not really 100% sure what's the overall issue, but I really like it. I'm just so happy that I finally have this in my collection. And like the previous one, it does always have mobility, moving about. It does have wheels, which you can do like that. Doesn't really matter to me much, because to be honest, it's just going to be in the background here, gathering up dust. That's kind of the gist of it. So there we have the history of the Daleks set number 20. I always feel bad reviewing Daleks because, like, in the nicest way possible, there's just only so much you can really talk about them, because there's not much articulation, because that's just kind of what it is. It would be weird if they kind of actually did. I guess maybe it would be nice in the centerpiece they would maybe turn, but they never really did that in the classic era, so it doesn't really make sense why to do such a thing. But I am just so glad that I finally have a special weapons Dalek. I think this is going to become a very popular set. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, the B&M I was in where I kind of live in the town, there was only one left, and there was actually, hopefully I can get it. I really want to get the Revenge of the Cybermen set. That was all gone. Somebody got them all. I don't know if that was a trader and they're just reselling, which I always think is a bit of a shame when they take all of them like that. Because, like, there you go. I would have liked to have had a set that would have been nice, but that's just what it is. But I thankfully at least got this one. And don't get me wrong, I don't actually have those Cybermen yet. That's another actually rare one. It's actually really funny. This is the two sets out this month are two that are very rare to get and very much wanted by Doctor Who fans. But at least I got this. Very happy with it. The Imperial Dalek is perfectly fine. It is what it is. You know, I have got other ones as well. But the main event was very much the Special Weapons Dalek. I'm very happy that I got it. Out of 10, I would give the overall set probably a strong 8. It's just because they maybe could have done something maybe a bit different, because we've had just a set of the Imperial Dalek, but I don't know what you could have. I think that maybe they should have done what they did with a History of Dalek sets, which is always like a random set where they did Richard Hurnell, and it was a Dalek from the 20th anniversary. Maybe they should have done something like that. Maybe just a figure and a Dalek in the Special Weapons Dalek instead of just another Imperial one, especially when they just did a 2-pack set. I don't know. Maybe so. I'm gonna give this set like a strong 8 out of 10. I think, but as I says, most of that 8 is because of this right here. So yes, I'd like to know what So yes, I'd like to know what you guys think of this set. Please comment down below. That would be fantastic. Let's talk about it. If you were, I'd imagine there's some. I mean, I know this is a rare Dalek and people have still been wanting them, so I know that for a fact. So I'd like to know what you guys think. Please comment down below. More videos in the future, so please like, share and subscribe. That would be fantastic. As I said, more videos in the future. So until then, see you later.